I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Central Valley. I'm Abby Hudson, and I'm here with Josh Campbell with today's morning announcements for Friday, November 1st, 2019.
Rosters are now being accepted for the Central Valley After School Intramural Basketball League. Any Central Valley student in grades 9 through 12 who are not participating in varsity, JV, or 9th grade basketball are welcome to create or join a team for this year's intramural basketball season. The rules, regulations, and rosters are available on the counter in the high school office. If you plan on playing during this year's intramural season, you must either create a team or be certain that you are on a team's roster. If your team in this year's league, your roster must be turned into Mr. Emler in North A 107 by Wednesday, November 13th.
Also, it's time for musical auditions. There will be 2 different types of auditions on 2 different days. You must decide if you want to audition for a leading role or an ensemble role. Leading role auditions will be on Tuesday, November 5th at 6 p.m. Ensemble auditions will be on Wednesday, November 6th at 2:45 p.m. Information can be found on the school website under the Central Valley High School tab. Click on Programs, then Musical, then Auditions. All necessary information will be found there. Please see Miss Regal in the chorus room or file North D204 if you have any questions.
Musical applications are due today. The sign-up seats are outside the chorus room.
Are you looking for fun things to do? Intramural bowling is on Tuesdays and is open to all students in grades 9 through 12. We have activity bus number 29 to take you to center lanes. Come on, grab your friends, and have some fun. It's right down your alley.
It is not too late to join FBLA. FBLA is open to all students grades 9 through 12. The cost is $20 and includes your dues for the attendance to the Regional Leadership Conference. Watch the attached video if you have any questions and see the officers or Ms. DeLon.
So what is FBLA? You may have heard about it, or maybe some of your friends are in it, or heard some of the people coming around your school talking about it. It stands for Future Business Leaders in America. We meet every week to discuss future business skills and how we want to implement those in our daily lives. The first word in FBLA stands for future. This club is all about enhancing skills, preparing for the business world, and getting our students truly ready for their future. There are over 65 competitive events on the FBLA.org website. Some of these may include business law, accounting, cybersecurity, journalism, and 3D modeling. There are 3 levels to FBLA: the regional, the state, and the national level. FBLA is more than just a high school club. It prepares you for your future. Whether you want to go to college, and we offer over 50 scholarships to all FBLA members who apply, or whether you want to go into the workplace and want to list this on your resume. The next word in FBLA is business. This stands for money management, communication, professionalism, and finally your selling skills. The next word in FBLA stands for leaders. Leaders are needed for all aspects of life, and FBLA will make you into one. And if you do decide to do well enough in one of these events, you will be able to attend the State Leadership Conference in Hershey, Pennsylvania with the rest of your FBLA friends.
If you're interested in joining FBLA, join us in NA 202 and talk to Ms. DeLon.
Thank you all for listening, and I hope you all join us in FBLA this year.
That's all we have for your announcements today, CB. Have a great day. Now here's Chloe and Grace with a special segment on SAT prep, followed by Martino and Reed with the Day of the Dead.
Good morning, CB. Today we're here to provide you with helpful tips for taking your SATs. The SATs are a standardized test used to determine students' academic ability to get into colleges. Most students will begin taking them their junior year and continue to take them until they graduate. The night before the test, make sure to get a healthy amount of sleep and eat the morning of the test. Make sure you have all of your test supplies, including SAT admission ticket, calculator, number 2 pencils, and a photo ID. It is also helpful to bring snacks and water in case you get hungry or thirsty during the test breaks. Our second tip is to skip difficult questions due to the time pressure. If you are having trouble with a question, skip it and come back to it to avoid wasting time. For the math and reading sections, don't spend more than a minute trying to figure out each question. For the writing section, don't spend more than 30 seconds. Another tip is to bubble all of your answers after you've picked all of your answers. It will save you time and it will stop you from flipping back and forth between your test and answer booklets. While it's tempting to take a rest at the end of the test, One of the most important steps is to double check your answers after you have finished. It will help you pick up careless mistakes from rushing or missing key words in a question. Our final tip for you is to stay calm during the test. If you are unsure of an answer, do not let it psych you out and affect the rest of the test. You might need to skip questions, and that is okay. Look at each section with fresh eyes and do not dwell on prior questions. Good luck on your test, and we hope you get the highest score possible. Thanks for tuning in, CV. Have an awesome day.
Good morning, Central Valley. It's Rita Martina here with another special segment.
Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a celebratory holiday in most South American cultures.
The holiday takes place on November 1st and ends November 2nd. Day of the Dead is used as a way to celebrate a family member's life and death.
Families create altars from various flowers such as the yellow marigold and an assortment of others. Also, the offerings have a picture of the deceased and their favorite food and drink. This is supposed to attract a visit from the dead relative.
Starting November 1st at midnight is the first phase of the holiday Dia de los Angelitos, or Day of Little Angels. This is believed to be the time spirits of children come and visit the family first.
Then on November 2nd at midnight is Dia de los Difuntos. At this time, it is believed that the spirits of adults and older people of the family come to visit.
Finally, on November 2nd, starting at noon, Dia de los Muertos begins. This is when all the spirits come to celebrate before returning to wherever they came from. The celebration ends at midnight on November 2nd.
The Calavera skull is an icon of Day of the Dead. The skulls are often drawn with smiles on their faces as the smile at death. The skull is often made from sugar or clay. They are often placed on offerings for the dead.
The most meaningful part of the whole celebration is the offerings that are set out for the deceased. This is where they place the Mexican marigold flower over the altar alongside the deceased's favorite food and drink.
Here's a short video explaining Day of the Dead.
This. Therefore, el Día de los Muertos. What's that? It means the Day of the Dead. Looks like they're for Halloween. El Día de los Muertos is the day after Halloween. It's to remember all the people we love who died. We put out pictures of people we want to remember. Then we decorate them with flowers and candles and little skeleton dolls. And sometimes we even dress up like skeletons. And then we have a parade. Like this? Woo! Yeah, yeah. Hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, yeah.
As you can see, the Day of the Dead festival is a very important tradition in most South American cultures.
That's all we have for you today, CV. Have a great day.